thinking back to Wednesday, before you start talking about Wisconsin, what are your thoughts on Wednesday's win at UCLA? We'll start with Cora.
I think it was good. I think we finally came together as a team and finally connected, really working off of one another and really building each other's trust on the court and off the court. We did have a conversation before going in of, hey, this is how I like to be talked to on the court, coming from different people because we all like to be communicated differently. So I think that really helped and really came out during that match.
Cora, what did you like about the offense against UCLA?
I think I didn't really have to work as hard because I feel like I knew exactly where my hitters were. They were talking, communicating. If the set wasn't good or the swing wasn't good, it was like, hey, what can I do to fix it? Or this is what you can do to fix it. So I think it was very well communicated throughout that entire match.
Yeah, I thought the sweep was like a really good showing that we are playing cleaner than before, mostly like in serve, receive, and defense. That's like has been a huge part of us, like getting like more cleaner volleyball, more cleaner touches, like free ball stuff, and then it will show in the offense. But I thought that part, and that's why we swept them instead of playing maybe 4 sets or like 5 sets because we play much cleaner volleyball.
What do you guys work on? I mean, you guys both served 12 times that game. What was the conversation behind that progression for serving? I guess Valentina, you talked about just working on that. Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, in the serving part, it's always putting pressure on them so we can like get a good block touch. But we have been working a lot of covering this week and a lot of like defense and talking, like communication in all the aspects of the game.
How have you guys seen this team grow? I mean, you two are one of many new players, and it was basically a brand new team, brand new roster, brand new coaching staff when you guys got here. How have you guys seen both individually and the team kind of grow and come together over the last few weeks? Do you feel like there's still more levels to go over the home stretch of conference play?
Yeah, I think at the beginning, the freshmen were a little timid, we don't know what to do here or what to do in this situation. So I think the freshmen have really been a game changer for us. They have stepped up in so many ways, and I'm just so proud of all of them and what they have done to keep building on this. And I mean, it's going to be their team when us seniors are gone. So it's just, how can us seniors help them get out of their shell a little bit more and be really comfortable in those very uncomfortable situations? So, but I think we still have at least 3 more levels before the end of season. So.
Now, one of those freshmen, Alana, I mean, Valentina, from your perspective, you're both veterans, but I mean, how have you just seen her just kind of take off? She's kind of taken Eugene volleyball scene by storm and kind of become a phenomenon across nationwide volleyball. How have you seen her kind of grow and kind of
Yeah, I think part of her hitting is like her confidence, that she has like more as a personality, but we all know that even though she has confidence, she still works on it because it's like hard to maintain it throughout the whole match and the whole season. But I think like she has been becoming more consistent and just having fun and like trying to be the best as she can. And I think that she has taken a lot of responsibility in the offensive part, just like from serving like to attacking, like, and she has gotten so much better in the other parts of her game, which are usually not their highlights, but her defense, her block has gotten like so much better. So that as a team also helps a lot.
You guys played a really complete game against UCLA, of course. What parts of that game do you hope to take into Wisconsin looking forward?
Yeah, I would say more the defense part. I thought we played pretty clean defense. There were not a lot of tips dropping. Like, I think there were 5 in the whole match. That was pretty good. And also, like, the block touches, it was a pretty good organization overall.
Valentina, you received a lot that game. Is that kind of how the defense is set up to be for you to be able to get those balls off serves, or is it more what they were doing?
Yeah, I feel most teams are going to try to serve on me, mainly because I've been playing opposite last season. So, like, that's, like, switch of roles. So, yeah, like, also, like, my teammates, like, I don't know, talking to me, maybe, like, taking more court. But, yeah, that's mainly a theme, like, teams serving at me and how we're gonna like arrange to like get a good pass over that.
You mentioned the improved defense over the last week or weekend. Curious, what have you seen out of Reese Shepherd, who's one of those freshmen that you mentioned have stepped up, and the role that she's played stepping in as the starting libero and how she's played?
I think she knew from the beginning that it was going to be a very tough battle, but we have always said that her serve receive has been great. She just needs to step up a little bit on her defense and start picking up a few more balls. And she was like, okay, I got it. So then that whole practice, that's what she worked on. She went a little bit early, worked on more defense, and she's just really been honing in that defense aspect of it.
Were there any adjustments before last weekend that you guys made specifically on your tip defense? Valentina, you mentioned how much improved the tip defense was against UCLA.
Yeah, that was mainly studying their offense. And then part of that was like executing that, but still was like a strategy.
Cora, what have you seen from Wisconsin and how they run their offense?
It's very outside heavy. Mimi, I mean, she's been here. We all know how she plays. But she gets a lot of swings. So really doing what we did against Kennedy Martin and kind of not really shutting her down, but getting as many touches and as many ups as we can against her, just to kind of slow her down a little bit, see if we can get her a little worn out during that game.
One more for me. Cora, in the beginning, you talked about having those conversations before the match of like, here's how we need to communicate. With such a new team together, just you as a group, and kind of going through stages of the season of, you said we may have 3 more levels still to go. Mm-hmm. How do you progress through the season of, okay, we're at this stage where we can now talk about this, or now we can focus on this? Just talk about the progression of the season with the new team and where you are now from where you were in August.
Yeah, I think now that we can be a little bit more honest with each other and we trust each other a little bit more, having those tougher conversations is really good for us and will really bump us up to the next level. I also think just going into games and then being like, hey, you're not doing your job, get your stuff together, we need you during this game. Really being able to have those conversations will help us bump up, and even during practices and just pushing each other and having that accountability against each other, and then with yourself.